Hey man, I'm gonna be looking at your Graves game here. So, as as always, when you play really any game, or really like any time you play jungle, especially, you want to think like who can I gank? Like which 2v2 and which 2v2 and 3v2 do we win? So I assume you have the Aurelia top here, and let's just see who goes top lane for their team, because it could be Cho'Gath. So if you look at bottom lane, I assume that's a that comp is so weird. Oh man, I guess it would be a Malzahar. I don't really know. But like regardless, you could really look to gank, like look to counter gank and snowball off of that Rengar. You could really look to snowball off the Darius. He doesn't have any escape aside from Flash. And I mean, sure he has Ghost, but that doesn't really kick in until 2 seconds. And Aurelia's got great follow-up for you, and Zoe has great follow-up. Pretty much everybody on your team has really nice follow-up. Okay. So you're just checking. I think this is all mostly fine, but you're starting blue, which means you're going to be ending on the other side of the map. So maybe looking to get top lane and mid lane. Not level 3 or so, which is totally fine. Dude, what a champion, dude! You took no damage for that. Jeez. And you immediately go. Yeah, you immediately go into his red buff because you know these guys are here pretty much right away. So you know that the Rengar started blue buff. Which is really good. Something you should do is, since you know Rengar starting blue, you should just be pinging like Mia, you know, around the top side, right in his quadrant, so that your Aurelia can, you know, play accordingly, and your mid laner can also play accordingly by, you know, putting a ward up here. Except I don't know whose ward this is. That's kind of a weird word. That word makes no sense for her. And your word also makes no sense because you know he started blue buff, right? Because we see these guys as Malzahar was here right away. So we know they didn't leash, so he probably did blue buff. Alright, there could be a chance that he's kind of, you know, faking it, doing a fake leash. But that's where it's probably not super necessary. I think it's probably better for you to just save it for a laner. Every time your E is up and you know you're not gonna need to use it, like just use it right away. Just auto dash, auto, and then you're gonna reload. That's, you know, since you're using it a little bit late, it's gonna be coming off cooldown again a little bit late. Wow, is that 3 seconds off of it? That's crazy. Okay, so then you go down here. I don't really like this. Like you can't do anything back down here. You could probably take his red buff. Like if you didn't ward here, you could just go ward this bush and take his not his red buff, but his raptors, or just hop over the wall and try to take the Krugs. You just need to make sure you don't drag them out too far, so you're not seen like right here. But you decide to go, like, you went buff and then try to gank a lane that is under their tower. Like they're under the tower right now. They're playing so safe. I would even go as far as to say this is basically warded, but it's not. That was just a huge waste of time for you. You could have already gotten this. Alright, so you're ganking right there. Nice. I don't really like the flash. You got the Rengar, that was great. But like you just flashed. right on point. Does a really bad flash. Like, I'm thinking you're probably wanting to, you know, force the Cho'Gath's flash. See, like, you flash kind of right on top of him, right? If you do this, like, you preemptively flash like this, you could just preemptively flash kind of like in the other direction, right? And just flash over this raptor wall right here. So just, if they flash, then you can also flash. Don't be the first one to flash, though, because you want to get as much damage off as possible. So yeah, and then you end up not really being able to follow up. But that's fine. He's on a tower. You do not push this in, which is terrible. You want to try to push this in, especially since you killed the jungler. You want to get this in as quickly as possible. Deny this guy's CS, and you can maybe even force a dive. If she hits a bubble, you guys can just dive. He's half HP. He's 325 HP right now. You have red buff. All you need to do is dash his rupture. That's it. You just save your dash for his rupture. Maybe he silences you and then ruptures, but I think you guys can still get this if you just help push in. Zoe is really bad at shoving waves. At least before she gets like some items. See, look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, she missed it. Oh, if you were there. Oh, if you were freaking there, 5 HP! Oh man, such a waste of time doing that. Alright. And now I don't know what you're doing here. This is greedy. You seem to have no game time past 2.5 minutes. Okay, Rengar thinks she can take you on. Well, as you're doing this, you have to be aware that the top laner might try to come help. So you end up pathing, yeah, over here. It's good. Okay. Now you're just farming. You should probably recall. That would have been a really good time to recall, I think. Maybe you're waiting on boots or something. That was a really good time to recall, because you would effectively get a free recall off. Alright, yeah, I don't like this getting the red buff right away. In this situation, there's nobody that could actually be taking a red buff, so when you take a red buff like this and then recall, your red buff is ticking down that entire time. So you got this red buff during the entire time of you grabbing it, recalling, and then going back to your jungle. And then maybe you're going to farm a camp or two, and then you only have about maybe 40 seconds of it where it's actually usable. So I would have, like, right after this kill, I would have liked to see recall instantly in the bush. Because Cho'Gath was recalled, and you killed Rengar. Darius could not get to you within 8 seconds, because he was all the way up here. So you could just recall in the bush, and then go kill your Raptor camp. Go eat your red buff. Maybe eat a skull crab if it gets up, or something like that, or go for a bot side route, and maybe into a Cloud Drake. You have pretty good coverage for the jungle. All you need to do is ward this. You have this warded. He has pretty much no way into the pit aside from the cone. So maybe you could just hop over and use the cone. So I don't really like that. Do you see how look at red buff? It's at like 30 seconds. He made no use of that actual buff. Okay. So we saw that there was. Oh, that was just the plant. So mid lane is pretty low. I'd like to see just like a Cloud Drake since you decided to go for into bottom. So you have to have a plan here in mind. of what you're gonna be doing. So you see him over there, that would be a good time to. You could probably just go kill him. Actually, nah, you probably just go Cloud Drake. Just solo the Cloud Drake right now. Like, he's useless. We know where he is. We know where he's gonna be for the next minute. He only has so many options right now. Right? He can gank bottom lane, which is impossible. He's not level 6. He doesn't even have flash. This is warded right here. Right? For the next however long. It doesn't tell me, but you know, for we could say like the next 40 seconds. Right? And we know he was doing this. We know he was half health. We know the red buff is down. We know the raptor camps are now up. There's only so much he could do. He could do raptors, then he's too low to gank. He can't go in and contest this dragon right now. So that's an option, right? He just eats this, maybe eats a camp or two over here. He can't contest you with that HP because we saw his HP, half HP right here. And these guys are shoving these guys in, they can't contest it. Your mid lane shoving in, they can't contest it. So Rengar has another option. He recalls, right? Which is probably more likely. He's probably going to eat this Krug and then recall, and then you can just get this. So either of those situations, you get a free dragon. So you decide to do this, which is fine too. Why aren't you putting out your Q right away? Oh man, you took a lot of damage for that. When you're up against somebody with like a knock up like that, a stun like that, and you know you're gonna take some turret shots, just try to save your dash for his Q, and you know that's just gonna save you a lot of HP in the long run. What I'd like to see after this kill right away is just go for this turret. This turret is 60% health. You can break this first turret, force the Rengar to come in. If he tries to come in, he just dies. Like, best case scenario, he kills you, but then Zoe just kills him and gets a bunch of turret damage. You guys win. She's 3-0, and you're 1-1 and 2, right? Like, how's that good for Rengar? He's 1-3. That's best case scenario. You could have maybe even just smited that, assuming your smite is up, because there's a visual bug with this player spectate mode. Man, you could have got this so easily, I think. You can't really game pot. They're playing pretty safe. Now you miss the opportunity to snowball. That was a missed opportunity. I would give this to Zoe. She's 2-0. She's shown that she can mid lane pretty well. I really don't like you taking that blue buff. I like the buy though, by the way. Really smart buy to get that boots. I really don't like people that do like double longsword because the boots is way better. I applaud you on that. So what are you looking for here? So you're looking for a dive. Level 5 Cho'Gath. Level 7 though. Okay. Oh, hello. Why did you ult? Why not just auto him? Why would you burn it all like that? No, come on, man. We're platinum. We know better than this. Come on. You know better than that. I know you know better than that. I know you know better than this. Alright, finally took the drag. Or Drake. Alright, pushing this. You could get tower damage, like get chip damage wherever you can. You know, even if you don't think you're gonna kill it. Okay. Oh, Rengar is just free low. Oh, you might be dead. Oh, the jukes. The jukes. Yeah, that's stupid. You see, when you see people do dumb stuff like this, right? When we see her do this, right? Like when we see people do dumb stuff like this, and we know this is not a good play, we know we can't get anything out of this. We just ping this guy back, right? Ping him off and leave, you know, and ping these guys off too. And now you end up dying because she wants to do stupid stuff. You give a shutdown to the under-leveled Janna. So it's just good for the Janna. It's kind of funny the Janna got it though. I guess he got that ignite. Every time they use ignite, they use flash, they use enemy summoners, you want to ping that right away. Make sure you ping those right away, because then you can use those to your advantage later on in the game. Because they're going to change your decision if you go for a gank mid lane. You know, if you know, wow, Jesus, holy crap. If you know he has like no flash, you're going to commit your flash for that extra auto, because you know he's got no flash, you know. It's going to change your decisions. You know, whether or not to use flash aggressively or not. You know, how aggressively you can actually use that. You might be able to go top lane. He's pretty far up. I think he dashed into the outer queue. Wait, you went second point W? I don't know why you're taking second point W. That's weird. I guess the extra slow. Maybe the damage scale's really high. I don't know. It seems like you might want E, but I don't play Grapes, so I'm sure W is fine. Yeah, you just dash in there. That gives him a little bit of an extra heal. So try not to do that next time. Nice. I think actually instead of using R, just keep walking up and auto attacking him, because there's a chance he might have flash up, right? Let's assume you know he has no flash. Okay, great, that's fine. But if we think he might have flash up, he might be able to flash that ultimate of yours. He might be able to juke it as well. And also, you're not gonna have that for your next gank. We're probably not gonna have that now. So if you can refrain from ever really like using your ultimate, just save it. You know, if you can kill them anyways, just save it. See if like I would like to see you chase a little bit more, and if he does get like, you know, under the turret, then yeah, you know, throw that R out. That would be fine. But try to keep it if you can. So you end up going into his jungle because you're way stronger than he is. Oh damn, nice. Clean. Wow, this actually got pretty low. You staying there would have been better. Yeah, let me see where the wave was. Yeah. 20-second death timer? That's at least 35 seconds for him to get back to lane. You going up here is forcing the jungler to come and defend. Yeah, this is a half HP. You really need to go for these towers. This is how you snowball your lead. The turrets, it's not kills at all. It's what the kills let you do. Really nice ward. I like that ward. I like your vision control though. Your vision control is good. Like, sure you get a kill here, right? It's like, sure you get a kill, but like it doesn't really amount to anything, right? But like, if you just go up here, this amounts to the turret. And I don't think anybody's gotten a turret yet, so that's first turret gold. So you kill Janna. Okay, so what? So I think if you play a little bit more objective focus, mid lane could be down, and top lane could be down. And now you're just like, see, you go back there and you go farm this, and you're like, oh, where do I go now? Right, you got no plan. 900 gold. Okay, I'm assuming I'm assuming you go Phantom Dancer. So you have like one more camp or like two more camps. You could really play off this mid laner right here. He's 5-1. Oh, feels bad. I don't know if he didn't. I don't know if he saw this fight. Did you see how low he was? Did you see how low this guy was? Oh, wow. You could walk over there. You could dash over the wall here. Dash over this wall and maybe kill him on the turret. There's too much time wasted. Yep, now he's recalled. Feels bad. I think he probably could have got to him if he just went over the wall right away. Instead, you kind of ran over here, and I think you noticed and then took the long way. You gotta be real careful if you try to invade like this. Your mid laner is dead, and your bot lane is not here, so we see Janna, but we don't see Malzahar. So we could easily die to Malzahar and Rengar right now. So it's a little dangerous. Now we see Malzahar. You could have just went for that. You have Nami collapsing. This is a pincer move right here. Like, do you see this? Like, we see this. As soon as we see this Malzahar, we know this John is here. And boom, we see this guy, half HP? Let's go. Like, that is go time. You just stand right here, start hitting him, you're forcing him to go over here and use the blast cone. But Nami's right here. She'll probably bubble him. Right, force his flash if he has one. Which he doesn't, so he's just gonna die. So I'm not sure if you noticed Nami or not. Like, I don't know why you're scared of him. He's 0-4. He can't kill you. You probably could have killed him again. I just hop over, do your blue buff, or do Scuttlecraft since it's here. No. Probably recall right about now. Actually, hand off the blue buff to the mid laner. Yep, good. Recall. Oh, they're fighting bottom lane, never mind. Ah, it feels bad. Nice. That was a good flash. There you go. Look at this. This is exactly what I wanted to see in mid lane and exactly what I wanted to see in top lane. You're finally doing it. It's like you're learning from what I'm saying right now. Except you're not actually here. You could probably finish it off here. Let me see, how many bullets were you at when you dashed? Okay. That's whatever. Okay. Great. Ah, I can't believe you guys actually lose this game. That sucks. Definitely could have been snowballed better. You could just walk mid with your, just walk mid with them and take mid tower. That's what they're going here for. Alright, they're probably not going here for the fight. They probably want mid tower, which is correct. I think that's the correct rotation. And then he could take Rift Herald too. Like just walk up the whole river and take everything. Okay. They end up defending, but they're Cho'Gath John, right? That's pretty hard for them to defend. See, look at that. Look at that. You could have done that damage. You could have done that much damage. And that is the only kill Rengar is ever gonna get. Yeah, you really could have helped out if you were here. And that's more of just like understanding what's the best play. Like there's good decisions and then there's like, you know, the best decisions. Keep going. Keep going, I think. I think he maybe could have kept going there. It's debatable. Just since Malzahar R is down. Auto him? Like you want to try to kite this guy out. Smite. You could smite this raptor for some health. Okay. Call. Good. You have so much gold. Holy moly. The straight up Phantom Dancer by, good lord. That's funny. This is a greedy chase. You're never gonna be able to chase her. You can't really chase Jonas. They're just too fast. Unless you're already on top of them, they're probably just gonna get away. You might as well just like go for some damage on Rengar, or go for Rift Herald. I think just ping Rift Herald here. It's kind of hard for you guys to apparently siege. Like you don't have very good siege without your Zoe standing on the side. Like if your Zoe is here, looking for stuns on people, then it'd be a little bit more of a viable strategy. Oh boy, you guys have terrible siege. You're like really bad siege. You're all really close range champions. You cannot siege at all. So just go Rift Herald. Or wait. Since Malzahar shows up, you know you need to. You want to try to trade something here. Somebody needs to show. So Lucian answers the Malzahar. Alright, hang on. I gotta shut off my TV. Sorry about that. So we end up going for this turret. I don't know why you guys walked over here. You guys walked over here for no reason. You see how everything before action kind of correlates to this, right? If you just killed mid when you had the chance to kill it, and top as soon as you had a chance to kill it, even just chip damage goes a long way. Because if you killed this earlier, this is half HP. you would have been at the inhib turret, right? You would have had so much more pressure. You would have half HP this inhib turret. Maybe you would kill this, just because of the earlier rotations onto the turrets. And same thing goes for mid lane, right? This would probably be dead if he did this earlier, because this would have been gone and you guys would have been actually hitting this instead of doing this later. Right? Doing this at a like way later time. Just really slow rotations that could have happened earlier in this game. Because you guys snowballed so hard. And had so much priority. Like your top had priority, your mid lane had huge priority. Like look at your mid lane, man. He's 1v2ing. What a beast. So you picked up the Rift. That was great. I like that. Alright, so I want to see how much gold you got. So 1300 gold. I know. I think you build Death Dance next. So what you could have done a little bit of a better thing to do. So instead of actually choosing to fight him here and dashing over here, you could dash over here, over the wall, and to your illusion here, or just go over here and dash over here, right? So you have a few options. You have over here, you have over here, or dashing over the wall here, or walking to here, and then dashing over the wall here. So I think you probably want to go walk over to the wall and maybe dash over. Like instead of fighting him, you just hop over the wall. You would have saved yourself a lot of HP. And also when Rengar is at 0 fury or whatever ferocity, and he jumps on you like through a bush, he gets a stack if he's at 0. So you can never let him fight you like this, because this happens and he gets his double keys up instantly. It's crazy damage. So even though he's 1 in 4, he could actually kick your ass, right? Because you're giving him this mobility of the bush too. So you're never gonna get away from him. So what ends up happening is you take like the second worst pathing. You know, the first worst passing would be to go to like right to Darius and just die. Right? So this is giving you a little bit of a chance. It would be a better chance though if you just went to the Nami. You probably wouldn't have to flash out. Because either way it was viable. The Lucian can heal you, the Nami can exhaust the Rengar. You probably wouldn't need to bring your flash here. Somebody should push bot. Okay, recalling. You have a lot of gold. That Rift Herald might have saved your life there. Oh god. Once again, when you see teammates about to get caught, ping them off. Right, like this, like he doesn't need to be doing this. Oh wow. You just queued the wall. Like going on him's fine, but just make sure your key's gonna hit him. Just remember that it hits walls. So. Alright, I'm getting the kill. So there's the same situation here. You want to path to your teammates instead of pathing away from your teammates. Right. So you end up dashing right over here, but You could have just dashed left into the Nami, dodging the rupture. Now you're dead. That was bad. Try to dash to your teammates. Like, kite back to your teammates. They want to help you. But they can't really help you if you keep running away from them. Okay, see, like this is just dumb. Like, you want to ping this Zoe off. She's being dumb. Like, this is how you prevent defeating. You just ping them off when you see them do something dumb. Right, don't flame them or anything, just ping them off. They don't need to be flamed up. Doesn't help anybody, trust me. You wanna try to use this Rift Herald. Unfortunately, there's like no opportunities for you to use it because you died. Maybe you just put it down in like top lane. Or go put it down bot lane. You guys need vision so bad. I would go put it down bottom lane right now. Just because Malzahar is just gonna clear this. But Rengar is about to die to this Irelia. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we get caught by Malzahar. So this is a little bit too far in their jungle. Right, since we have no words, there is some level of risk to it. But as long as there's like nobody here, nobody in this bush, you should be pretty okay. And nobody in this bush, you should be okay. But like the safest path for you to take is to just go through the river, up through the tribe bush, and go help the Irelia. And you don't have blue trinket or anything. So what you could do here is you actually, so boom, nobody's here. You just dash over the wall to help Irelia. You don't need to do this. And really, like, you can actually just drop Rift Herald off right here, and it'll walk to the closest. Oh, you actually chose to fight this. Okay, that's a different story. You really actually chose to fight this. But we don't need to fight this. All we care about is going over here, using our Rift Herald on this tower, and getting rid of it because it's about to expire. So if you die here, you're probably not going to get another chance to use it, and you're probably going to have to use it in the base. Okay, there you go, you're dead. What did you get? You got... Why did you buy that? You sold Warhammer for pickaxe longsword? Why? %10% CDR is way better than 10 AD. Why would you sell that? I would go for the Warhammer for sure. 10 out of 10 Warhammer. Just do the math. CDR is a little bit more beneficial to you. Like really anybody. It's getting your E off a cooldown. Like 1.3 seconds earlier. Your Q is gonna be up almost 1 second earlier. Your R is gonna be up 8 seconds earlier. You didn't end up using the Rift Herald, did you? Did you end up using it, or did it just expire? I think you just let it expire. There it is. You died. And it expired. Well, while you were dead. Like, yeah, that sucks. That's depressing. That is so sad. That's so sad. It expire when you're dead. Top lane. Instead of actually going over here, you need to clear the next wave. You need to push it past the river, so that the wave will slowly build up, and then somebody eventually answers it, and they have to answer this massive wave. So then you guys can force something, right? So I don't like to see you leave lanes like this. Push them past the river. At this amount of time. So you were just trying to bait here, I think. That's what this was. I think your ult might have reached. So here, you auto him. Looks like you get minded. I would wait this duration out of the shield, and then R as soon as you can here. I don't know if it would have killed him or not. I'm not sure of Graves' damage output, considering he has armor boots. I think he probably might have actually not killed him. Maybe he wouldn't have killed him. Don't you love free summoner spells? Oh my goodness. Shogath carry. You gotta be careful here. All you want is the inhib. Like, just remember that when you're getting objectives like this, that's all you need. Your goal is just the objective. It's not to do damage to enemy champs or anything like that. Because while you're doing damage to them, it could have been damage. You know, you could have been doing damage to the inhib, and that might mean you get it done a second or two earlier. Right? Think about when the other guy comes alive, and then you know he kills you all. Right? That could have been avoided if you just were hitting the thing the entire time. It's kind of overstaying at this point. You got what you needed to get. You guys need to get vision control and the waves under control. So, you know, ping top lane. You guys might be able to just force a Baron actually, given that you took down their mid inhib. Do you have Death Dance? Finished? What's Aurelia doing? Hello? Aurelia thinks he can 1v10? 1v9? 1v10? Can't 1v10. Only in Hexakill. You actually took this from Zoe? I don't think you should take this. Like, you just need to give the blue buffs to your mid laner at this point. Because he's going to be throwing out a heck of a lot more abilities, pretty much on cooldown than you are. You're only going to be throwing out like some, and you don't really need to cooldown. It's really greedy for you to take this. Sure, it gave you level 14, but you know there's not a huge difference at this stage in the game. Like what's 80 HP and a little bit of AD and some extra stats, right? And the mana doesn't matter to you. The mana matters to Zoe though. It matters a lot. You probably tilted him off that because he was standing still, so he was probably typing.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, he probably got tilted off that. Now he's not grouping up. So sad. Oh. Yeah, at this game, at this point, you guys are getting outscaled pretty hard now. You guys are getting hard outscaled. Now your damage falls off. I mean, your damage fell off 5 minutes ago, but... You guys definitely can't 5v5 without... Oh, unless that happens. That should be the game winning play. That should be GG. Take Baron. To be honest, you probably could have flashed for this Janna here. But Janna got really low. I would have flashed for that. Just to get her out of the way, you know? Because you know you're gonna get that kill. Don't kill me. Don't tell me Cho'Gath at 1v5s. No, no, no. Smite it. Or, not smite it. Not yet. Oh, thank God. Oh my goodness. You're so freaking low. You should go top. There's no point in recalling. Just heal off your death stance. Take this blue buff. Heal off of the blue buff. Like, it's fine for Nami to recall because she's out of mana. But it's not fine for you to recall. Not fun at all. So she'd be dead. This wouldn't be happening. You friggin' dies. It's funny. Yeah, that was not fine for you to recall. Baron is extremely powerful, so you want to use it while you can to push in the waves and actually siege. Like, I think, like, siege top lane right now. Like, after the Baron, you could go siege top lane. Basically, when you get Baron, it kind of like makes your non-siege comp into a siege comp. Because this thing right here does the work for you. Okay, you're kind of not using the Baron. Like, clear out these waves. Just clear it out. And then you can take all this. Right, because then we can see where they are, right? They have to answer them anyways. I don't know how you guys lose this. Maybe you don't. I don't know. No, this is fine. That's too close. That was way too close. Even being in flash R range of the Malzahar is too close. Right? Like right here. As soon as you see this guy show up, this is actually too close. You should immediately walk back to where the Lucian is. He's in a safe spot. That's where you should be. You should be anywhere like past this line. Like anywhere over here. Because he could easily flash ultimate you And you are a squishy Graves. You're only at 2,000 HP. So you could easily die during that suppressed duration. He can just ult you now. You just walk into him. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't fight this. This is a 3v5. You just saw Rengar like here or something. He was around here. He could easily come in, and you can't even 3v4 at that. And you realize this and dash away, but it could have been too late if he had a brain, right? If Mazahar had a brain, he could actually press his R button. You just die. You'd be dead. Nice. It's really good mechanics by Evolution there. I don't know why this is always not with you guys. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's depressing. Poor Nami. You crit for 700. Jeez. Just go over here. Just go in. You guys don't need to get this. Like, what people don't understand when they're taking inhibs, it doesn't suddenly make the next incoming wave a super minion, right? Because, like, this isn't going to turn into a super minion. It's the next spawning mini wave is going to be a super minion wave. So that's going to take forever to get over to you. Right? The only thing it does is allow your minions to come in here and take some tower shots, but if you have a bunch of incoming minions, you don't need to do that. Yep. Seeing this happens when you jump in like that, when he has ultimate. That was good on him. If you just went with your team here and tried to hit the turrets, like, this wouldn't happen. Like, you going in like this, it doesn't help. Like, just take the free low, you know? Just take the free low, it doesn't make sense. Like, what Irelia is doing there too, it doesn't make sense. It ends up being fine, but there's gonna be games where that type of decision just loses you the game. But anyways, for you, like, I think the two biggest things is really your early game objective play needs to be better. You need to look for those more opportunities for those turrets and take those opportunities, and a little bit of the map awareness. Well, just a little bit map awareness. Just try to look at the map a little better, and also kiting to your team. You could have prevented a few deaths by just kiting to your teammates. Overall, that was like pretty much it. Like, everything else is pretty minor compared to those things. So those are the three biggest things that I saw. My early game was very strong. What is that? I can snowball the game. Yep. So the snowballing, that just comes down to those turrets. Specifics are helpful. But a broad macro overview, yeah, it's again pretty much the turrets, or at least that's what I saw. For ending would be nice, yeah. It's really just taking those early opportunities you have when people are dead to go and take turrets instead of going back and farming, and also like pushing in the wave before you or after a successful gank. Play greedy and sloppy. Yeah, it was a little greedy. You did play a little bit greedy. As far as like how your team plays, there's nothing you can do about that. But yeah. Anyways, man, I hope you liked this.